Happy New Year. I hope everybody is having a great end of the year and has an amazing 2026. Uh, I'm moving. Don't ask. There. And everything was lined up wrong. My power went out, and when my power goes out, it like resets all of my settings on everything, including my lights. So my lighting is all weird, but that's okay. We're just gonna work right through it. This is Iyah May Karmageddon. So I did Good Citizen, which was amazing, and there was a lot to talk about. And this is apparently the video that she put out that made her label go a little bit crazy on her. So I am here for it, and I am ready to hear what it's about. This is from, how long ago was this? A year ago. So it wasn't that long ago. Anyway, the original's in the description down below. Give it a like, give it a comment. Make sure you support the artist. Let's go.
Play from the start.
I open up my phone on a Monday morning, staring at my screen. I'm tired and a little lonely. Mr. Muskie says some shit that left so angry. Twitter wars and Gaza, man, it's overwhelming. Maybe that's how life becomes when people less important than a profit line. No one cares about your dreams, just pay your tax on time. Keep scrolling, hold me near to you.
Isn't that true though? Like nobody actually, all of us go on social media for outside validation to get people to like care, for lack of a better way to put it. And when it comes down to it, like no one cares. That's a conversation I had recently with someone where they said, we overestimate how much people leaving nasty comments actually care. They drop a comment, they move on, and they get on with their day. And so we need to just not give it as much face time as we do. But that's the thing. Pay your taxes. They don't care about our dreams. Just get on your phone, shut up, and sit down. Like it's a whole make us money, buy stuff. Other than that, like they don't care. And I'm saying they as in like corporations and stuff. They just don't care. It's all about profit. Anyway.
Gender, guns, religion, and abortion rights. You better pick a tribe and ain't the other side. Keep scrolling.
Like, did you see Taylor live?
Man-made virus, watch some millions die. Biggest profit of their lives. Here's inflation, that's your prize. This is Karmageddon. Turn on the news and eat their lies. Kim or Kanye, pick a side. Cancel culture, what a vibe. This is Karmageddon. Corporations swear they never lie. Politicians bribe for life. More and war, it's genocide. This is Karmageddon. Welcome to the chaos of the times. If you go left and I go right, pray we make it out alive. This is Karmageddon.
One of the biggest, I'm going to talk a lot in this one. One of the biggest, what's the word? One of the biggest things that people go for when it comes to making content in general, I'm not talking about me or the people that I know personally. I'm talking about in general, rage bait, clickbait. If they can get you mad, worked up, or feeling some type of way, either agreeing or disagreeing, they win. It's that simple. If someone can tick you off and like, if they can frame a subject in a way that they can get you to agree with them or disagree, they win because you're going to click, you're going to comment because your feelings are involved, your fifis are all up in there. And that's what it takes to make money on these platforms. Is it takes rage bait and it takes anger. I mean, a lot of people can, you've got all these, the influencers are falling because people are starting to see that it's not real. Well, of course we knew that, but then we didn't want to listen to it. We don't want to believe it. And it's just, if you pick a side, like you got to make everything divisive because there's nothing that works people up into a frenzy more than having us versus them, whoever us or them may be, no matter what side you're on. Nothing else works people up into a conniption fit more than challenging their most basic feelings on how things should be or what's right, what's wrong, especially moralistic. Even if we have any morals anymore, do we even have those anymore? I mean, you look on social media, yeah, they pretty much don't.
This is Karmageddon. It's Fashion Week, celebs lose ribs. Balenciaga, how's the kids? Just a stray kid.
Did you guys notice that they kind of brushed that one over? There was a huge thing. I don't even know how long ago it was. It doesn't matter. About Balenciaga and how they had these things about kids and using them in ads in a weird and creepy and really inappropriate way. And people were like, oh, you know, boycott Balenciaga. They don't. They still wear it. They still buy it for exorbitant amounts of money. Is exorbitant? And it doesn't matter. For lots and lots of money. They still pay for it because why? Now I understand you pay for what you get what you pay for. So some things are a little bit more expensive because they're better quality, but the brand names shouldn't cost that much in my opinion, because what's the difference? If it's quality work, it's made well, that's one thing, but why should the same sweater, because it slaps a label on it, now cost $3,000? It's just wild. It's wild to me that people do that. And celebrities lose ribs. Did you see that chick that was like, there was allegedly she got all of her ribs removed? It was really weird. And then she made this weird post about like making bone broth from, people are freaking weird.
Lose ribs. Balenciaga, how's the kids? Just a stray keys losing beef. Kendrick killed him in his sleep. This track's about.
That's so true. And oh, I mean, I'm seeing what's on the screen. I didn't hear her say that yet, but let's put it this way. I know that Drake versus Kendrick is a big thing. I know that people are banking on the content they're producing over this beef in last year. I didn't care. Like I thought Kendrick absolutely destroyed him with Not Like Us. I thought that song was fire. I thought it was memorable and it gets stuck in your head and everyone was in, and it's, I mean, that's a huge win, right? But that's the thing though, is that I know that diss tracks and stuff get disrespectful and personal. I get it. But I kind of feel like a lot of it has to do with just one side's throwing a super tantrum. The other side is, it's just so weird. It got so weird. Like, enough. I'm not a huge diss track fan anyway, but.
He's losing beef. Kendrick killed him in his sleep. This track's about beating up your queen. While women dying doesn't cause a scene. While we're fed all these distractions. Kids are killed from Israel's actions. I'ma speak my mind.
Ooh.
Sick to death of all these crazy lies. A circus for humanity's decline. We just want a peaceful life. Give the people back their rights. And I still gotta beef. Cause Fauci's laughing and we've been asleep. And who's a liar and it's running deep. Big pharma finna eat. They a devil make 'em weak. Man-made virus. Watch some millions die. Biggest profit of their lives. Here's inflation. That's your prize. This is Karmageddon. Turn on the news and eat their lies. Kim or Kanye, pick a side. Cancel culture, what a vibe. This is Karmageddon. Corporations swear they never lie. Politicians bribe for life. War and war, it's genocide. This is Karmageddon. Welcome to the chaos of the times. If you go left and I go right, pray we make it out alive. This is Karmageddon.
Okay. To be fair, no, I heard Good Citizen first, and that was absolutely fire. I don't think you could come even close to that. However, this song, I understand why it could have been considered so controversial. Um, what is it that she said something, and I was gonna say something.
Your prize is this profit of the man-made virus. Watch some millions die. Biggest profit of their lives. Here's inflation, that's your prize. This is Karmageddon. Turn on the news and eat their lies. Kim or Kanye, pick a side. Cancel culture, what a vibe.
Cancel culture, what a vibe. So here's the thing. This is my opinion on it. You can agree or disagree. It's fine. I'm not mad either way. I think that people feel small because I say this all the time about social media. Social media has made us involved in things that are frankly none of our business, have nothing to do with us, and our opinions don't matter. Like, for example, the LGBTQ, that whole group being like pro insert country that kills anyone in that demographic. Okay, so and they're all like, oh, we support such and such, and those such and such people don't support them back because if you step foot in their country, they throw you off a building. So that being said, being involved in all of these global issues has made the world so big that we can't make a difference in these global issues. We can tweet about it, we can make comments, we can do all that stuff like whoopity-doo. It makes people feel really small. And so then you give these people who are constantly seeking ways to get approval and validation and feel special, right? So then you have this influx of, defining who you are because you can, and that's what you're supposed to do. You have all of that. And then that makes them feel special because you better treat me the way that I am. You better call me the names that I tell you to. Like, it is no longer, it's whatever I decide is who I am. And I remember my sociology teacher telling me in like 2003, this was going to be an issue. What if what somebody's reality is the truth? And if their reality conflicts with yours, well, then you're just thinking the old way. And now cancel culture gives these people who feel not special and unable to make a difference, able to help affect something. So if they jump on the cancel culture bandwagon, they're like, look, we're taking down this celebrity, artist, whoever it may be, this corporation. And they're like, look, we're making a difference. And it's like, no, that's not. I disagree with it. I think that's why I think artists should, for the most part, stay independent if they can. You can't cancel someone who doesn't answer to you. And my brain's going 90 miles an hour with this subject. It's just one of those things where being part of canceling someone makes you feel like you're making a difference when it really doesn't actually matter. It doesn't really matter. Now, if you don't go to the movie that a celebrity is in because you don't like the celebrity because you think that they're doing some messed up things and you don't want to promote or support them, that is completely your choice. Trying to get other people to do that too, just to feel like they're part of something, is weird to me. I think it's a personal choice. I don't know. I just think that the world's messed up. And of course, they mentioned this man-made virus killing millions of people, and we're just sitting back and being like, well, it's a real thing. Well, yeah, but the lies, we've allowed all of these lies for so long, especially since then, and we've showed the status quo is that we're going to believe and do whatever you say. That people are sheepish and lemmings, and they're just going to do whatever is being told to them to do, no matter whether it's done completely for a company's profit. It doesn't matter. If you frame it in a way that is palatable, we're going to accept it. That's why AI is all over the place. That's why, people were they were discriminating anyone who didn't get vaccinated, things like that. They were actively attacking them. They were banning them from places. And now all this information is coming out that people kept trying to say, and we're getting shut down. All of this is happening, and we're just sitting back and going, well, It says it on social media, so it must be true. Guys, do research, figure it out for yourselves, make educated choices and decisions, and stop being divided because it's us versus them. Realize, know where you stand on things, and then just be a good person. Like this whole I have to accept all of these other things. It's kind of like passing a bill in one of the House or Senate. The bill is this bill with this main headline, but then all the stuff underneath it in the fine print is actually what it's all about. Anytime you see the government talk about aliens, there you look the other way. Anytime there's something sensational coming out that is, directly, oh, the government is telling you something's going on in the background. Everybody's like, ooh, UFOs. And there's all this information about UFOs. And then all of a sudden we realize they passed like 4 different bills that a lot of people are against or are not interested in. Suddenly there's a change in leadership, or there's, people getting investigated that they just don't talk about. There's all kinds of stuff going, shenanigans in the background. So anyway, that was a really long way to say, I get where she's coming from. I like that it brings up talking points. And the reason I don't talk about this often is because sometimes I just don't shut up. Like now, super awkward, unprofessional, and rambling outro. You guys tell me what else you want me to see in the comments down below. What did you think of this song? Did you think that this was as polarizing as people are saying it is? Did you think, compared to Good Citizen, which one did you think hit harder? I think Good Citizen hit harder, but I can see that this was the first one. So not having seen this, I would have thought this was crazy at the time it came out. Not crazy in a bad way, but crazy in a polarizing, like making you think twice and decide, oh, I love it or I hate it. And Good Citizen actually stepped it way up and was produced wonderfully, by the way. That being said, take care of yourselves and each other. The original's in the description down below. Give us a like, give it a comment. Make sure you support the artist. Have these conversations. You're okay to disagree. You can agree to disagree. Just try to fix your perspective and make educated decisions in your life and keep your morals, and don't let anybody tell you that you're not good enough. Outside validation doesn't matter. Love yourself first. That being said, I'm out. I think I've talked for long enough. If you're still here, I love you. Thank you. Happy New Year. I'm out.